earthquake occurred around 1:45, and I was on my bed. But then it started to shake really badly, so I panicked and I woke up and I called out to my brother. I was like, "Get out, it's shaking, it's the earthquake," and I could see my windows just moving like jelly. I could hear cars going off, the sirens in the cars going off, and people screaming, and I look around and people are running and women are screaming, and I see people crying. I've never experienced anything like that. It was terrifying. I thought I was gonna die for sure.
Today's report from the UN. As of the 4th of May, 7,365 people have been killed and more than 14,300 have been injured. 39 of Nepal's 75 districts have been affected, and access to remote areas remains a challenge. This situation report highlights urgent need, situation awareness, and any updates that have happened. By reading this, we know which villages haven't had any help yet, so that we can aim our relief towards people that haven't got access.
I knew to expect earthquake damage, and I knew to expect a lot of people being hurt, but nowhere in my wildest dreams would I expect to see 90% of entire villages, even 100% in some cases, entirely wiped out.
I don't think I saw even a single house standing in Nepal. I saw people just living in tents. I felt like I was lucky to have survived the earthquake.
It's an incredibly diverse team we've got here. And Israelis, 2 Israelis, 3 Aussie people. With all these South Asian team that we have, and you know me, I'm the lone American.
We have 3 doctors, 2 fully qualified nurses and 1 nursing student, 1 pharmacist. We have a translator for each of the doctors, a translator for the pharmacist, and then 2 other people with paramedic training.
It's really exciting to see everybody just come together and unite around loving Nepal.
So yesterday I met this woman. She was in her house during the earthquake. She had a 6-month-old baby.
Who, when she felt the earthquake, she told me she got really scared, so she put the baby underneath her and hid on the bed, and the house collapsed. So what, the bed fell down and all the rubble on top? Yeah. So did somebody get her out, or did she have to climb it?
They bought a bulldozer to get her out.
Okay, a bulldozer pulled her out. She had a lot of bruising to her back and bruising to her legs. And the baby, when they first pulled it out, was unconscious, but it fully recovered without any significant injuries at all.
I was really touched by that, like how mother's immediate instinct was to save her baby, irrespective of what would happen to her, you know. And I later on learned that her husband was missing, the father of the baby.
She had a lot of other what we call somatic complaints, which means that the mental stress she was under, because her husband is still missing, was manifesting as physical complaints, and we were able to talk to her about those.
Although many of the people that were in these villages, the immediate need for critical help had already been done by rescue teams and helicopters. There's a lot of secondary issues that needed to be taken care of.
Oh, okay. There's something for us to do. On that same day, I saw another lady whose wound had got incredibly infected in her foot, and she probably could have lost her foot if it had been allowed to go for a couple of days. So what I'm doing now is just debriding it. So what we're going to do is it'll initially hurt, but then we'll go numb and I can clean it properly.
दिदी एकछिनको लागि अलिकति दुख्छ हैन तर त्यसपछि चाहिँ तपाईको दुख्छ अनि सुन्न भएपछि उहाँले अझै सफा गर्दिनुहुन्छ एकछिनको लागि अलि धेरै दुख्छ होला है
And so we not only did we debride all her foot and organise for her to get regular dressing, but she was also pregnant. I was again able to reassure her and let her listen to her baby's heartbeat. Oh, we examined her baby and felt the baby move and listened to the baby's heart. And when she was listening, she didn't want me to remove the stethoscope. She was quite happy listening to her baby's heartbeat. And she left that clinic, and her family left that clinic with huge smiles on their faces because they'd received help. They did not feel so alone.
I just feel so excited when I'm there with the team. Like I look around and everyone is just helping, and it's not just giving them prescriptions or like advising them what they can do about the injuries. They are actually trying to understand their pain, and they are trying to be there for them, even as a human being, you know?
I know that when the news fades, when the media stops to report on this, when the giving goes down, this team will still be on the field.
Because we don't want to just do hit and run relief work.
And they have a multifaceted plan to not just get these people out of the disaster, but to get these people out of the disaster and prosper.
Shelter needs is the top of the list. And a long-term shelter needs to build it back bigger and better than before. The rainy season is coming in 6 weeks, which means that they are in desperate need of shelter right now. And more medical teams. We desperately need more medical teams. But you get out in the villages, they're 2 hours from the main road, and I'm telling you, they want your help.
So I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody that has given. Whilst we might be the hands, you are the people that are providing so that we can actually go out and do what we're doing.
I feel so happy, but at the same time I feel so emotional. Like, these are my people, and I'm just really grateful that we are not alone. None of your support is going to waste. It is making a huge difference. तपाईको सहायताको लागि धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद छ।